in case you think I'm making this up. Because if I told you that Nancy Pelosi ripped up the speech, the State of the Union address, right in front of Donald Trump, you wouldn't have believed it. You'd say that's right out of an episode of Veep. She's not that maniacal. She's not that nefarious. Well, she did it, remember? Will you ever forget the image of Nancy Pelosi ripping up the text of President Trump's State of the Union? Ripping it up seconds after he completed the speech. Has there ever been a more despicable act by a public servant in the history of America? Yesterday, she was asked, why aren't Democrats condemning the fire bombings, the violent attacks on godly pro-life pregnancy centers and churches all around America? We've made sure in context you can hear the question and the evil answer.
Madam Speaker, actually, as far as the abortion case is concerned, there has been a number of attacks on churches, on crisis pregnancy centers. Republicans are going after Democrats for not saying anything, and they're saying that your rhetoric is contributing to these attacks on these crisis pregnancies.
Well, let me just say this. A woman has a right to choose, to live up to her responsibility. It's up to her doctor, her family, her husband, her significant other, and her God. This talk of politicizing all of this, I think, is something uniquely American and not right.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that's the answer to the question? A woman has a right to choose. Hey, Madam Speaker, what do you think about churches being firebombed? A woman has a right to choose. It's like Tourette's syndrome. These lunatics on the left have these talking points ingrained in their mind. They just regurgitate idiocy. Nancy Pelosi, I mean, she's been around a long time. She's no spring chick. She knows how to answer a question posed to her by a reporter. How hard is that? Listen, we condemn the violence of January 6th. I don't know many people who are hesitant to do so. And if you are, I remind you, you shouldn't. You shouldn't look the other way or minimize it or pretend that there wasn't violence on January 6th. We get it. The people who did it are being prosecuted. The people who did it are being incarcerated. The people who did it are, many of them, languishing in solitary confinement. We get it. Now do the fire bombings of pregnancy centers. And they can't do it. Now do the attempted assassination of a United States Supreme Court justice. They can't do it. They can't do it. They can't bring themselves to do it. Maybe Dennis Prager's right. I've heard the great Sebastian Gorka say similar things. These people aren't just politically in the wilderness. They're bad people. They're evil. And if you're unable to condemn the attempted assassination, and Dennis said it last night, it's because they wanted it. If a conservative got murdered, Biden could put a liberal justice on the court, on the bench. And you know, he said that, and it made my blood run cold. Because I don't want to admit that. I don't want to say that. But I think it must be said.